My name is Ellen Sullivan, and I'm the convener of the education professions. The work that I present before you is the work of many. In fact, there are several cases that we have to share with you today, but the one we'd like to feature most prominently is a case called Chronicling the Lives of Street Children. And here's a short description of the case. The case features the work of the International Center for Research and Policy on Childhood at the Catholic University of Rio de Janeiro and a Mexican organization called the Children's Rights Collective in Guadalajara, Mexico. These two research institutions have shown over many years that actively promoting love, forgiveness, and compassion for street children can, in fact, have transformative results, significantly reducing the number of children forced to live on the street and offering productive reintegration of these children into the larger society. These two organizations have collaborated with the award-winning Brazilian filmmaker Teresa Gessoruon to bring the stories of resilience and transformation to the global community through a case study and a documentary film. We are going to show you a 5-minute trailer of the film today. The film is called When Home is the Street. The film emerged from the case developed by Irene Rizzini, a professor from the Catholic University of Rio who directs the research center I referred to earlier. It's important to note this film will not be easy to watch. It addresses the harsh realities for millions of children, our children, struggling to survive on the streets of the global community. While the film focuses on the experiences of children in Rio de Janeiro and Mexico City, their lives are sadly reflected in those of vulnerable children the world over, from Mumbai to Nairobi, from Cape Town to Karachi. This case spoke to our FAC in powerful ways. Despite the unbearable circumstances that these children endure, the abandonment, the rejection, the profound isolation and loneliness they experience, the film shows us, all of us, that actively promoting love, forgiveness, and compassion for these children can, in fact, have transformative results. In nearly every case, the former street children talk about someone who took an interest in them, who encouraged them to change their lives and gave them the support to do so, or simply treated them, as many of them said, as a human being. The children themselves, whose voices are amplified in the film, speak of their own transformations, about the ability to forgive their families and the society for the displacement, even exile, that they face on the streets. This extraordinary capacity for resilience and the redemptive power of love is apparent throughout the film, even amidst such trauma.
Otra noche solo, otra noche más, sin un alma en pena en la calle, sin un amigo con quien hablar. Tu cuerpo va a estar vacío y va a tener hambre de amar. Mis sentimientos te necesitarán. ¿Cuántas veces he escuchado que lloras a solas?
Eran días y días sin dormir. Era caminar con los pies enllagados, muy apestoso, muy sucio. Había veces que me hacía del baño y así andaba en la calle. Y donde me diera la mañana ahí me quedaba y me dormía. Yo amanecía muchas veces en coladeras, muchas veces en baldíos, muchas veces llegaba y me lavaba de la misma ropa que tiraban en el basurero. Yo buscaba y me cambiaba y me lavaba mi cara y me iba y me prostituía. Por una piedra, por un traguito de activo, por un trago de tonalla.
Como pueden ver, nosotros somos unos simples chavos de la calle que no contamos con muchos fondos de empleo. Pero antes de todo, robarles, arrebatarles cadenas y bolsos. Tengan ustedes padres de familia, tienen hijos, hijas, no los maltraten, para que el día de mañana no salgan de sus casas y sufran lo que los otros, fríos, hambres, acostarse en los vidrios.
Yo quisiera que el gobierno nos tratara bien, que no nos discriminara solo por ser chavos de calle. Y que si hay rateros, que si hay delincuentes, que si hay que venden droga, que no piensen que todos somos iguales.
Y es por eso que me voy. No tengo ni un perro fiel que me ladre. Y es por eso que me voy al otro lado del mundo. No me voy a despedir, me duele decir adiós. Me iré con la tarde por el camino del sol. Las calles camino que caminé de niño y me parecen distintas y me parecen pequeñas, y es por eso que me voy y haré una nueva vida para vivirla mejor.
Eu acordei aqui clarão, né? Assim, acabamos de dormir, aí acordei assim, já era mais 8 e pouca, 9 horas. Falei, vou lá na praia, que a gente tava muito próximo à praia. Quando eu voltei, cadê minha mãe? Não sei se ela foi atrás de mim, né? Mas eu me perdi totalmente delas. Ela foi para um canto, eu fui para outro. E aí eu comecei a minha história na rua. Eu nunca condenei ela, assim, eu nunca julguei ela, assim, ela fez o que ela pôde. E por eu estar naquela situação, e ela também estava numa situação de rua, então, né, assim, eu vou culpar ela por quê?
Cuando verdaderamente estás cansado de todo lo que has vivido, siempre hay una esperanza. ¿Sabes cuándo es cuando se acaba la esperanza? Cuando mueres, cuando cierras tus ojos. Yo tengo una frase bien en mi corazón y en mi cabeza. El triunfo no llega, el triunfo se alcanza, a base de esfuerzo y sufrimiento, a base de que quieres ser una persona diferente, de que quieres integrarte a la sociedad, pero no a la sociedad que quiere ver mal a los chavos, que les vende droga, que les vende activo, que les vende alcohol, sino a la sociedad que quiere ayudar a sacar a esos niños de la calle.
Tô na rua, 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 nesse lugar, nesse milagre, nesse prédio, não posso falar, não posso ficar, eu tô na rua, meu bem, tô na rua, tô na rua, tô na rua, deixa eu ficar, deixa eu falar, deixa eu ficar, tô na rua, tô na rua, tô na rua, tô na rua, tô na rua.
We also wanted to share with you some highlights of several other cases that were developed by members of our FAC. The first one is called Training Leaders on Abraham's Path. Abraham's Path is a route of walking and cultural tourism across the Middle East, following the footsteps and memory of Abraham, or Ibrahim, often cited as the father of faith for the prominent role he plays in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Developed by William Ury, the co-founder of the Harvard Program on Negotiation and the co-author, together with the late Roger Fisher, of the bestseller Getting to Yes, the Abraham Path brings people together from all walks of life to connect the human family, step by step. The story of Abraham's journey, which has been kept alive for some 4,000 years in the landscape and memory of the Middle East, records the origin of a spiritual tradition shared by more than 3 billion people in the world today. By retracing this journey, the path provides economic benefits to local communities along the route and a place of meeting and connection for people of all faiths and cultures. The Training Leaders on Abraham's Path project recognizes the path as an exemplar of love and forgiveness in action and engages next generation leaders on a program that will enable them to overcome the inevitable breakdowns in their work for change. The Asian Rural Institute. The Asian Rural Institute was founded in 1973 by Toshiro Takami, a Christian pastor in Japan who was assigned to a disaster relief project in Bangladesh after the floods of 1970. Noticing the need to support and develop capable and committed local leaders, he established ARI to provide the training and skills that would enable local people to serve their communities more effectively. Today, ARI is an educational institute based in Tochigi Prefecture in Japan, with a creative approach to developing leadership and other skills for grassroots leaders from throughout the world. ARI's training is linked to love and compassion primarily through its efforts to inculcate a range of values linked to servant leadership in its participants, which gives priority to the needs of others and positions leaders as humble stewards of their organization's resources, including human, financial, and physical. The aim of the Fetzer-supported research project is to document ARI's training program and evaluate its impact on the nearly 10,000 participants from over the last 40 years. Recognizing that ARI's program might offer a model of training for grassroots leaders from a variety of cultural and religious backgrounds, this initiative was brought to the Fetzer Institute by Education Fac Advisor Richard Gardner. Design for Change. Begun in India, Design for Change is now the largest global movement designed to give young people an opportunity to express their own ideas for a better world and to put those ideas into action. The Design for Change Challenge asks students to follow a simple 4-step framework: feel, imagine, do, and share, and to transform their own thinking from can I to I can. The program takes place primarily in and through schools, encouraging students to design and implement projects that touch the heart of their communities, addressing issues and mobilizing resources existing already in those same communities. With the involvement of the Fetzer Institute, Design for Change will produce a series of short films that take the stories of change to greater numbers of citizens around the world, to inspire them to be the change themselves. The films will capture the I can spirit of the children and the journey a child goes through when he or she feels a problem, imagines a solution, does something to change the situation, and shares the solution with others. IMPACT, which is the Institute for Mediation, Peace Building, Conflict Transformation, and Training. Upon learning of the murder of her grandson, Justin Alpert, in April 2012, longtime Boston community activist Jeanette Boone immediately called a meeting of local youth. She stunned those in attendance by asking for forgiveness instead of retaliation, for love and harmony instead of hatred and strife. She announced that through IMPACT, an organization she had founded nearly 2 decades before, she wanted to create a new program specifically for local youth and to honor Justin. The Justin Albert Center was established to promote personal transformation and community healing from gang-affiliated violence, reflecting Jeanette's own commitment to love in action in her own community. She envisions the center as a place for transformation, where urban youth learn to become skilled leaders, with anger transformation and peace-building coaches and collaborative software development opportunities. With support from the Fetzer Institute, the project will identify, recruit, and train teams of temporary, cross-functional talents to design and collaboratively develop youth transformation programs, 21st century peace-building curriculum and database, and software applications for STEM disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and math. This initiative is being developed by Education Fac member Rita Padmore. Morehouse College, the African American Male Identity and Spirituality Program. Guided by the belief that awareness of love and forgiveness can be introduced to university students in the context of a residential learning community, the African American Male Identity and Spirituality course at Morehouse College will inspire young Black American men to explore themes of love and forgiveness for themselves and for those around them. It is not common for young African American men to engage in conversations that explore their feelings about themselves and toward one another. And yet, empirical evidence makes clear that those who do engage in such explorations, particularly when guided by mentors and teachers who understand their socioeconomic context, demonstrates a greater capacity to show compassion, understanding, and empathy toward others. As one of the most prestigious of the historically Black colleges and universities in the United States, Morehouse College is the ideal setting to pursue this program under the leadership of Education Fac Advisor and Dean of the Martin Luther King Jr. International Chapel at Morehouse College, Dr. Lawrence Carter. And finally, yogaHOPE. yogaHOPE was created by yoga instructor Suzanne Jones to bring rehabilitative mind-body programming to women in acute crisis or life transition. Concerned by the disparity in access to mindfulness practice as a powerful tool for empowerment and recovery, Sue developed yogaHOPE to serve women who did not have access to the life-transforming benefits of meditation. Today, yogaHOPE supports women establishing independence from domestic violence, self-sufficiency from homelessness, recovery from drug addiction, and also aids women dealing with unimaginable traumas through imprisonment, natural disaster, or political conflict. The program offers the tools needed to address the root causes of the women's suffering, enable them to heal from trauma, and to improve their own emotional regulation, including controlling their own stress responses. With support from the Fetzer Institute, yogaHOPE will formalize and expand its program to serve greater numbers of women in crisis, including those in the temporary camps in Haiti, where families have been languishing for 2.5 years since the devastating earthquake of January 2010. In each case, the yogaHOPE team has collected rich data on the self-perceptions of the women who participated and would like to more fully incorporate consciousness of the themes of love and forgiveness in their work. Thank you very much.